This day in time. What happened today, years ago?
Act of the Congress of Vienna was signed.
And what's kind of wild about this timing, which the sources definitely highlight, is that Napoleon is still out there.
Yeah, he's back from Elba.
He hasn't been finally defeated yet. Waterloo is still, 9 days away? But the powers of Europe are already in Vienna, basically redrawing the map of the continent.
Precisely. After Napoleon's first defeat in exile, the major European powers got together in Vienna. Their main goal: restore order to a continent that had been completely turned upside down by decades of, French Revolutionary and Napoleonic Wars. The idea was basically to turn back the clock.
Before Napoleon.
Exactly. To a pre-Napoleonic world as much as possible.
And the sources detail the big outcomes. France was shrunk down, the monarchies Napoleon had kicked out were put back on their thrones, and territories all over Europe were divided up and rearranged specifically to stop any one power getting too strong again. This is where that whole concept of a deliberate balance of power really starts to take shape as actual policy.
Exactly right. And the analysis provided points out something paradoxical. While the Congress did manage to create a period of relative stability, it lasted almost 100 years, more or less.
Which is significant.
It is. But by actively trying to suppress all those democratic and nationalist movements that had been bubbling up.
Stirred up by the French Revolution and Napoleon.
Yes. By suppressing those, the Congress of Vienna, be without meaning to, actually lit the fuse for future revolutions and conflicts later on.
So the face of power here is what? Power imposing order. Trying to lock things down from the top.
I think that's a good way to put it. It's the attempt to engineer stability and control from the top-down treaties, restored kings, careful borders.
Way.
Yes, but the sources make a really crucial point about its limits. You can redraw the map, but you can't ultimately control the spirit or the hopes of the people.
Right.
What's fascinating is how this big exercise in creating lasting stability actually, inadvertently created the conditions for future instability. It's a powerful example of state action, sure, but with really complex and unintended long-term effects.
Okay, so from power trying to...
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more history daily.